think I figured out what the hell I am these days. I'm pretty much just gonna have to settle on being a micro scrapper. So as I'll show you here what I'm talking about. I took some queen Anne legs off of this table. I'm gonna save them, and these little brackets I mean, I'm saving everything, you know, the screws, the hardware that you mount the legs to if you want to make another table, or sell them to somebody else. Now there's the hardware, the screws, and I'm going to throw them all in there. That come off the other table. Now, same thing here. Well, what the hell happened to that? Eyesight ain't what it used to be. Well, I forgot that piece wasn't mounted. I'll get that in just a minute. Guess I need to put a long bit on there. I guess I need to put my damn glasses on. Take these loose. Anyway, you get the idea. And anybody that builds or rebuilds used furniture and repairs furniture to resell or put in the yard sale or something, they need stuff like this. And now I got to sit my ass down. I'm also, this is another example of micros. This just washes off real easy, you can see there. But this is vinyl, and these were blinds in the winter, but they're the heavier type slats that goes in them, and I take those things and cut them into manageable lengths. And I use them in crafts, you know. I make roofs and stuff, decorative roofs for birdhouses, or I did. I just about quit. But it's just a good example of things that I can microscopic. Now I'm having a senior moment. You dumb snot. What is the word? Micro scrapping, Russell. Crap. Anyway, that's a good collection, and there's some of the lines it stays on, but I get them off. But I even have people to buy these from me for crafts. Even if I see limbs laying around, you know, that's a special kind of wood like cedar. This is cedar. I cut cedar rounds off of limbs like this all the time, 1/2 inch and inch thicknesses. And you can see what I got there. That makes good craft pieces. And I got several pieces of cedar left there that I need to slice up. And that's another example of micro scrapping. And since I can't do the heavier scrapping work anymore, maybe that's what I ought to concentrate on. Taking parts off of furniture and stuff might work better for me. I mean, I can still rip up a few pieces of wood and stuff if I'm careful. And I can't resist these little pallets right here. These make perfect little tables. Matter of fact, I got one in the process I'm making. Matter of fact, I'll make a video of it. I'm gonna put legged, but it's got to be super accurate. It's got to have a very super level top, and I'll be putting a piece of heavy gauge aluminum on the top here. But it's going to be a table that I'm going to use to do little projects on that I need it to be super level. But I'll be doing one of them. But maybe I've been sitting here wishing I could scrap. Well, I can still scrap a little bit. You know, I can find odds and ends around and micro scrap them things. I got a microwave over there. I need to pull that sucker down. And I've been seeing lately on some of these YouTubes, these people that they're talking about when they're scrapping a TV or something, or CRT TV, they're talking about getting shocked. And I have done hundreds of those old style TVs. And I mean, I'm smart enough to know what'll shock me in there and what won't. But I've never been shocked by a TV. I've never been shocked by a microwave. I know that part of the magnetron, part of it is, it's not good for you if you break it. I don't break them, you know. The only thing that I save out of the microwaves is screws, the little turntable motor, the transformer, things like that, and also the magnets. I get those 2 magnets out, and I get any wire and copper that I can get out of them. The rest of it, it just goes for, you know, scrap shred, or, you know, steel. But anybody, if you ain't never took one apart before, I would say go on YouTube and look at some of the channels on them people taking them apart. Matter of fact, I might make one. But there again, trouble with showing people how to do stuff. Technically, if they do something the way you say do it, they can, if they get hurt, they come after you on some kind of suit or something. So if you're showing somebody how to do something, you better make a disclaimer about it right off the bat. And I don't mean after somebody gets hurt, because there's always somebody out there that's going to do it the wrong way and get hurt. But it's just like my medicine thing I did the other day, that gabapentin. I had to go in there and make a disclaimer on that because people were starting to think I knew what I was talking about. The only thing I knew about was what the medicine or the medications did for me, did and didn't do for me. I can't say what it'll do for somebody else. I can't say that it's bad or good for somebody else. So you got to really watch that stuff. And I certainly wouldn't want to be the reason somebody got hurt or sick. But yeah, you got to watch what you're doing. I think it's clouding up. Dadgone it. I am so sick of these clouds every afternoon. Typical Florida sometimes. Usually it don't do this till the middle of the summer, and it rains every afternoon. Anyway, I got some more stuff I need to show you. Sometimes I grab these casters. These are front wheel swivel casters off of shopping carts like at Walmart or actually this one come from Dollar General. I don't take them off of good carts. If I see them crushed, cars run into them and they got them sitting out beside the dumpster, I'll go and grab these casters. These are about $12 casters if you had to go buy one, because it's a ball bearing swivel. There's only one nut that holds them on. So I always grab them damn things, always. And I don't see the other one. I guess my grandson brought that one out here. He's always getting in my stuff. I made a video about that one time. But those are well worth the money, and you can put them in the yard sale. That's an easy sale. Or I'm thinking about building a table with those things on it that I can roll around. But that might be a long ways off. Because when I'm thinking about something, I tend to think long. Come here, boo-boo. Come here, baby. You don't need to be out there in that rain. Come here, baby. Come on. I don't want you getting wet. No, sir. You already got some sprinkles on you. Yeah. That Papa's little girl. Yeah. This is my littlest baby. She got a haircut last week and she ain't been happy since. I don't know why. I don't see how she, of course she's a Maltese and they're long haired, but I let it go so long and she got matted so bad that I couldn't get them combed out or brushed out. And I tried cutting it myself. That didn't work too good. So took her to a barber and told him almost bald. So that's what they did. She's my little girl. It's my baby. See the camera right there? Look here. See the camera? You don't care one bit, do you? You still got a dirty face. Anyway, this is my baby. Both my baby dogs sleep with me, but this one is under the covers and laying across my arm and cuddling. She loves to cuddle. She's a good girl. Her name's Blue.
but I call her Boo Boo. Boo Boo. She's such a good girl. That Poppy should have said, it's the closest thing I'm gonna come to a granddaughter, I guess. I love it so much. I never thought I'd love a dog so much. Of course, when I crawl in that bed at night, I know this little girl's coming up there, and she's got this one little spot she gets, and she's not happy till she's there. I sure hope if I croak before she does, somebody really takes care of her. Shoot, if she croaked, I'd be pitiful too. I would miss her terrible. Well, she's about 3 now, maybe 3.5. And small dogs tend to live 15, 20 years. So, good chance she'll outlive me. Yeah. If I had millions of dollars, when I died, it'd be in my will that she would get like $1 million for somebody to take care of her. That's my baby. I don't know if my little Chihuahua dog's jealous of her or not. She's bigger than her, and she don't cuddle like this one does, so she misses out on a lot of lap sitting. That's my baby girl. Well, shoot, I was going to try to get a little bit more done out here today, but I hate it when the weather's like this. But I'm going to have to, I still got so daggone much crap. You know, look at these dang washers I got here. Those things are huge. I don't know why I got them. I know what it was. I was gonna put steel rings around the openings in the birdhouses, but these openings was just good for one size, and I needed one just a tad bigger than that, and one a tad smaller than that one, but that worked on one. But is that the junker in me? Oh Lord. You know, sometimes I come out here and it's relaxing, and sometimes I come out here and get depressed that I can't get a handle on it. And here's these darn things. These are handmade pieces of quilt pieces. And they're all about 12 by 12. They've been stitched by hand, you can see that. I seen them at not at a flea market, at a yard sale. I seen them, and when I got back home, I got thinking, you know, I might should have got them. Because I was thinking I could put them, make little decorative plaques or something for the wall, would put these on a board and maybe padding them a little bit, but I've got several of them. But there again, something else I got, and crash. And I got these dang. There's my old dirty red hat. I wonder if I can wash that thing. See these these rods? I got two sizes, and they were in long pieces, and I cut them apart, made them shorter where it'd be easier to handle. And I don't know what Sam Hill well, I had in mind of making a special clamp, but that never materialized. It never come about. These are some more of them bends I got yesterday. These are the smaller ones, which I'm going to keep these. And I don't know if this is, oh, I didn't know I had that many of them lag bolts left. I really need to ow, I hit my foot. Daggone it. I can't pass up when I see furniture sitting out and it's got legs on it that screws off. I get them. I have sold some of these for $1 a piece, and you can go on eBay and look for furniture legs, and they run $3 and $4 a piece for something like this. This is not a leg, that's a top off of a bedpost. I thought I was going to make something out of that, not sure yet. Then I got a bunch of these were spindles in a headboard maple. I'll eventually do something with them. Russell. What in the world? Yeah. And this, I got a wild hair last year. Whoops, what is that? You see the dust coming out of that? That is eggshells, calcium. I was picking up a bucket of eggshells every day at the restaurant that I go to occasionally. And I started grinding them things. And you can see, you can actually, it's clean. I haven't sterilized them, I could. But I've probably got 20 gallons of this stuff all done up like that. I was selling some on eBay, but I got in there, somebody got sick off of somebody had one time, so I stopped messing with that. And you can put this in your garden, put it in plants and stuff, you know, that needs calcium. And but I've tried, since I've been retired, I have tried. I had a greenhouse out here 2 years ago. It was called a hoop house, and you make it out of PVC pipe and all that stuff glued together, and then you stretch this heavy grade plastic over them, and whew. So for one season I raised plants, and I sold a ton of plants. and it's just trouble with them plants in that greenhouse, built that way. It won't take much of a storm to demolish that thing. And I got really swamped with when you do plant seeds and you got seedlings and all this stuff, they get to a certain stage you have to do something to them, or they have to be taken from the seed bed to a little pot and then a bigger pot and all that. And when you got about 1,500 different plants, you know, tomatoes, beans, broccoli, cabbage, you know, when you got that many plants, and when them suckers are ready to be for the next stage, you got to do it, come rain or shine. And I had so much coming along each time that I couldn't keep up. I was getting behind. And then I wound up losing a lot of them because I didn't get them transplanted fast enough. And some of them I couldn't keep enough of. I was selling so fast. And I even took to getting those cat litter, tidy cat yellow buckets and putting holes in the bottom and stuff and filling it up with good rich soil that I mixed my own potting soil. And I have tomato plants in there that was up around 3 foot tall, had blooms on them, and I was selling them like hotcakes. And I couldn't keep up with demand on that. Start with, I couldn't keep enough of the tidy cat litter buckets. I even advertised on Craigslist that I'd pay $1 a piece for the buckets anybody had any. And most I ever had anybody bring me at one time was 25. Most of the time it was 4 or 5. But I loved doing the greenhouse. It was fun, man. I loved digging my hands in that pot and soil and mixing up the right mixtures. I even had a hydroponic system in my greenhouse where, if you don't know where that's at, I ain't gonna explain it. Go look it up. Hydroponic. And that's where you grow totally in, the roots are totally immersed in the water. There's no dirt, period. That worked out all right on a certain thing. The lettuce, I could have lettuce like crazy. And I enjoyed doing it. But it got to the point where the wind kept damaging the greenhouse and I couldn't keep up. And then when it got cold, I had to leave heat lamps on in there, and that was running the bill up, and there were several things. Then I lost a bunch of what was that? That was can't remember if it was I lost a bunch of plants to something. I lost maybe 500. They got some kind of disease. I never did find out what that was. And then the county come out here, the ones that's in charge of all the greenhouses that's selling stuff to other people, they come out here and nail me on not having a permit to do it. And plus I said, well, what I have to do to get a permit, and they said it costs you blah blah blah. That was okay, I was fine with that. So how do I do this? Well, we have to come out and inspect your area. And if you got any kind of invasive plants or non-native plants to this state within so many feet of where you're raising, you won't be approved. And of course, I had an invasive plant growing on my fence out here. I always thought they were right attractive, but I forget what she called them. I always called them air potato vines. It grew a little fruit on them about looked like a small potato. but it wasn't a potato. And them vines, they'll grow all the way to the top of a tree. And they were pretty invasive if you didn't keep them cut back. But so I believe this cloudy weather's making me lazy. Anyway, I had to close up the greenhouse. I sold everything else, took the greenhouse down. And then, what did I try after that? Oh, I started just making hydroponic systems to sell. They're easy to build. And turns out, some of the stuff about those systems, the height and the angles and all that stuff has to be a certain thing, and I'm no engineer. I had a hard time keeping them things exactly right. You know, they got to be perfectly level, and then there's got to be certain angles, and you got to know how much water can flow from one pipe to the next pipe, and how much can go through there and how much can't go through there. So that didn't suit me. I mean, I built furniture all my life. Now the furniture thing I can handle. But, oh man, what the heck is making me sleepy? You know, I think I better take my dog in. She's gonna sit out there and watch the drops. It's not really raining, it's just spraying a little bit. What are you doing, boo-boo? Boo-boo. You ain't talking to me? Boo. You talking to me? You little stinker. Yeah, I better take her in. I got to make a couple of videos. Oh my gosh. Anyhow. Anyway, I still got her. I need to get a handle on everything. But yeah, micro scrapping's gonna be my thing. I'm not gonna I wonder if a craft person could use this wire. This is stainless steel wire, and stainless steel is expensive. That's about $20 for that roll there if you bought it retail. It weighs, oh, I'd say 3 pounds. Yep. I might put a roll of that. I got several rolls of that. That's some more micro scrap. Why is that so hard for me to say? I have got so many projects that I had going. I'll have to look at my paperwork. That's for somebody, and that's for somebody. Not done. This is one that's not done. That's 3. There's 4 on that one. 5. Most of these I just like the hangers on them. But then I got 6, 7, 8, and these are actually, I gotta do a painting on this. This one was just an experiment, so that don't belong to nobody. I got sand that. This is 7. That's 8. So I got 8 dang projects if I ain't missing none. Most of them are crosses.
8. That's 8 people. Luckily they ain't been bugging me about it. Oh. Oh crap, it's raining. I didn't know them storage bins when I got them. When did I get them? Saturday, yesterday. I went trash picking. I went to get my meds and I wound up doing some dumpster diving. These are in the construction dumpster bin. I have an idea there's going to be some more. I'm going to go see them in the morning when they open up. Looks like they're gutting that building. But I didn't know they were stackable like that. I'm raising my price now. Matter of fact, I think I want at least $60 for that stack of 6 there. And they got dividers. The dividers can come in and out. You put them in there in different ways, you know, where you can make 3 narrow ones, you can make 3 bigger ones, you can make, there's just all different ways you can do it. And I left some over there because I couldn't get to them. I may take my grappling stick and go back over there if I can slick my daughter into letting me go. She's already nailed me on this. She come in from work this morning at 7 o'clock and she come in there and my door flew open and she looked at me and had a finger pointing, and in that instant I knew she'd seen them things. And sure enough, what in the hell is all that crap out there? I said about a $50 bill. So she wasn't a happy camper. She thought I was going to leave it sitting right where I unloaded them. I thought I had them out of sight, but I guess I didn't. But trouble with me scrapping with stuff like this, I tend to want to keep a lot of stuff I get, and I can't do that. I just can't do that no more. And well, you can see I got a lot of shit sitting around. And I got, ever since I had that dizzy spell 2 or 3 weeks ago, man, I ain't been up to no kind of snuff. I had several projects in the works and I ain't got them done. I was just going through them. Looked like I had about 8 or 10 different things I was doing for somebody, and I got to get them done. Now it looks like it's gonna run. I wished I had a dry shop. Dadgone it. I used to did. I used to have a whole lot of fun. I used to have a 100 foot by 100 foot new block and steel roof building, and thought I had to sell it, so I sold it. Should have sure kept it. And one side of it, actually it was 50 by 50 divided into 2. I had two, they were together, but they were joined, you know, but I had one of them rented, and a church was using it. The other side, I had upholstery and fabric and stuff like that in the other side. Plus I had 3 acres behind it. Why in the world I thought I had to sell that? I'm not famous for making logical decisions, but I made them and I have to sleep with them. I did it. Yeah, it's gonna rain. I better get some stuff out in the dry that needs to be got in the dry. I would love to have a portable building out here that I could work in, but hell, they want 100
About $140 a month for the size I need. I was wanting a 14 by 20. But, you know, if I could get my crap going, I could afford to pay that rent. If I had a little bit of stuff moving. Wheels is turning in my head again. Doggone it. People, I just ain't ready to hang it up. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have this junk out here to mess with. There's also a market for distressed wood, you know, the old wood. I don't mean getting new wood and distressing it, so I mean old pallet boards, the fence boards, just distressed. I got a lot of that on hand right now. I just hadn't got it cut up and ready to sell. But I can get a lot of that stuff. I'm really ticked at a neighbor down the street there. I went by, I seen they had a bunch of picket fence took down. Some of it looked bad, some of it was paint was coming off, and they I told her, I said, y'all gonna trash that, or oh no, we're gonna put it back up. Well, I noticed day before yesterday when I took my damn walk, went right by that lot, and all that crap was gone, and it wasn't put back up. They trashed it. And I told her, I said, if you ever change your mind when you walk down to the house down here, I showed her where I live, and said, let me have a crack at it. Yes, sir, I sure will. Liar. Reckon why people do that. They just didn't want to be bothered. That's what it is. Nobody cares about anybody else but themselves, most people anyway. I've got a bunch of good people on YouTube that I think cares.
Now, notice this is a ribeye steak. And it's not raw, it's not well done, but it's done. And there is no steak sauce or any other kind of sauce hanging around my steak. I like steak. I like steak flavor. I don't like it flavored with A1 or any other of that crap. I like steak, and I like the flavor. The only thing I put on my steak is a little pepper and a little salt. And you might notice down there, it's not all pinky. It's done. And this, my friend, at my age, it's better than sex. Now, well, back in the year, I might have foregone this for sex. I might even trade it for sex, but now it's better than sex. Now I'm going to eat this sucker, and I don't need my teeth to eat it either. It's so tender. Boy, I love that stuff. I know it ain't good for me, but can't give up everything.